Hello. Today I will be reading two poems, so my own, and then I will be reading a poem on behalf of someone who cannot be here. So my one is called The New Normal. Borders, the line that most cross for vacations, dreaming of sunny days next to a swimming pool or on a hot beach. A new country, a new adventure. Drinking a cocktail, laughing away as the kids run into the cool water, the sound of laughter and joy in the air. But lately, that line is more so for safety. A lucky few cross the line, breathing the sigh of relief that comes with leaving the place they once called home, now rubble, dotted with remains of grenades and bombs. Soldiers with guns as big as their forearms owning the land now. They were safe here. Those not so lucky are left with the aftermath. Children's toys smashed into smithereens, laying in roads, blood dotted across the walls that were once loving homes that held birthday parties and celebrations. Kids running from danger, running to survive. The new life does not take away from the pain and sorrow experienced just moments before they had to leave. They were forced to leave. The rush to get everything packed and to move on, the threat of bombs looming over their heads, forgetting good memories from just days before in an instant for safety. Children packing their favorite toys, leaving those that don't secure that special place behind so they have more space to pack other essentials. Food, shelter, warm clothes for those cold days that are sure to come. Living with strangers becomes normal, hearing blood-curdling screams from the injured on the other side of the room. Borders are what people cross for vacations. They allow for a sense of freedom in another country, a break away from the normal, but lately they have been mostly used for safety. A terrifying outcome in a world that is reversing backwards. And now I will read a poem from a wonderful girl called Aisha. I wear my borders like a gold necklace tucked under my shirt, precious but concealed, kept just for me but waiting dormant to be shown off when needed. The stamp of my dad's DNA and the DNA of his mum and dad, and I guess their mothers and their fathers is more obvious. They are the things people see first. My skin's pigment, the shape of my nose, the tight loops of my hair. My mum is in there somewhere too, though in certain lights I see her side quietly existing on my face. But I don't know if I only see it because I know it's there. Would a stranger see the outline of my mother, my grandmother, Nonna, and grandfather, Nono? I balance on these two tectonic plates, looking so much like one place that seems the others to shrink. My pride for this blood inherent sometimes feels misplaced. My mum was born over there, my dad over there, but what did I have to do with that? My real life has always been here, London. They loom large though, the shadow of two countries that made me. They are more than earth crunching beneath my feet as I step off on a plane that has crossed the English Channel or the North Atlantic to reach them. In my mind, they are a patchwork, made up of as much from what I heard in school, from mates, from crushes, TV, music, as they are things I myself have seen and lived in each of those places. After an argument in which I lose my temper, a boy I like says to me, "That's your black side coming out." His voice is soft and laughing, and maybe I laugh too, but I keep that comment, storing it where it can still be found 15 years later. My grandmother, my father's mother, sometimes translates her country's words for me, as if they haven't been taken root and flowered in the language of this city. Brethren equals friends, I know. Yard equals house, I know. More recently, in a city half an hour away from the town in which my mum grew up, I'm on a night out with a friend and her friends, unfamiliar faces contrasting mine. How do you two know each other? Their question is one built on others unspoken. There's a sense to their curiosity. So I am at a picnic table under the black tent of the night sky explaining how our two lives converge, giving context to my friendship with this girl I've known my whole life. But then my friend announced, "Yeah, you're Jamaican and you're Italian, but most of all you're English." And so I'm transported back into that space between hovering over 1 second in one country, the other, and the other still. My borders don't mesh necessarily, but the countries layer like the elements of a three-piece instrumental, England often the loudest. I figure my friend's conclusion is born of the obvious things. My resistance, maybe. How I tell jokes without laughing or even smiling. It could be that I seem too uptight, that I say thank you and sorry in places where no one requests or expects those words. A politeness found restrictive when taken out of its house. I think she's partly right. London is where I feel most at home, if not completely. But I'm not English, I'm British. Threads of Jamaica and Italy weaving my exterior. All three countries mixing like oil and water in my interior. Thank you.